So I had an interesting question come in response to my most recent live stream and recording about Trademark for your podcast. And I thought I would just jump on here and answer it rather than typing a reply to him in the comments. So here is the question. Ron asked, for those who don't have the money to trademark their podcast name, does a common law trademark do anything? And if I was to name my podcast my own personal name, for example, Ron Brown, and also use a small tagline, would a person be okay with only a common law trademark? Well, Ron, good question. Whoops, there we go. So a common law trademark, meaning an unregistered trademark, does have some value. The trouble is trademarks are territorial, and it's only going to protect you in your territory. That is where you are located. Now, in this day and age with internet and podcasts and things like that, where we have a very broad reach, it's sort of hard to pin down what territory would we be talking about there. If your trademark was for a shop name or something like that, or a brand that you were only selling in 3 states, for example, then the trademark would only cover you for those 3 states. So this is a little bit of an open area for discussion about what's the territorial scope of a common law trademark when the goods or services are essentially worldwide on the internet. Certainly not going to go beyond your local country. So you're not going to be able to stop somebody from creating a similar titled show in Latvia or Estonia or something like that. But and that's the case with a registered trademark too, probably. So does a common law trademark do anything? Well, look, it's better than nothing. It's probably a good idea. And all you do is adopt the name and call it, you don't even have to put a symbol on it or anything. You're not allowed to use the R in a circle symbol unless it's a U.S. registered trademark. So there's that. Now, so go ahead and, you can rely on that a little bit. It's just, you won't have the evidentiary weight of a registration certificate and the presumption of validity and ownership and rights that would be normally part of a registered trademark. On the second question, if you were to name your own personal name, so for example, Ron Brown, no, you can't stop someone else also named Ron Brown from using the same name for their trademark. And, so you'd have to be there, but they couldn't stop you either. That's important to remember. Even if they did have a registered brand, they wouldn't be able to stop somebody for whom it's their real name, unless it's a very famous name. Johnny Carson or Tom Hanks or something might be able to finesse something like that. Would a person be okay with using that and a tagline? Yeah, sure. I can't think of an example off the top of my head. The Gordon Firemark Show, all the legal news you need for your podcast or something like that. Yeah, that would work. And I would say calling your show the such and such show is a good choice. Especially if you're the only one. If not, then add a tagline or something that identifies you more precisely. The Gordon Firemark Fishing Show. I'm not a fisherman. So, that would work. Again, common law trademark is not as good as a registered trademark. There's an expense involved. But I would say that if you can make it work or start saving up for it, that $350 trademark registration is probably a good investment, especially if you have a brand or a name that is, catchy enough that other people might want to use it or something very similar to it as well. So I hope that helps, Ron, and I wish you the best of luck. And thanks for the great question. Appreciate it. Have a great day.